name's Hannah Malone, and I'm almost a graduate of culinary school. I just have my externship left. It's the last day of classes.
Where's your externship going to be?
Wildwood. It's in Northwest on 21st and Overton.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's a Northwest cuisine, local, seasonal, beautiful food. I grew up in Idaho, born and raised, and then I was working at a place called Whiskey Jack's that for about a year. That I loved my job, but an opportunity came along to go to Alaska, and I love to travel, so I took it. I was a head chef of a private fishing lodge in Alaska for 3 months, where I cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for about 22 people for 90 days straight, didn't have a day off, and at the end of it, I figured, well, if this didn't ruin my passion for cooking, nothing ever will. The day I flew out of Anchorage, Alaska, Whiskey Jack's burned to the ground. Yeah. So I found myself jobless. And that same day I was supposed to be promoted to kitchen manager. So I found myself jobless and homeless, and decided I've always wanted to check out Portland, so I started researching schools. I've always been interested, and that experience in Alaska really proved to me that I really do have a passion for cooking, and I just want to know absolutely everything there is to know. And whether it's working under great chefs out there in restaurants, or, and I figured school it's just going to jam-pack everything in and get it done. And then I really started looking into OCI more, and it was a much more family feel I got, and Mary Harris was my recruiter, and I never felt pressured by her. I felt very respected, and she gave me all the time, the most time I'd want to talk about anything. She was just open to talk all the time, and she gave me Woody's number, which is the externship guy who's in charge of externships. He also owns a company called Zen Blades, and she gave him my phone number, and he called me, and we talked for probably 2 hours. It was a very easy, friendly conversation, lots of information, and just made me feel really good about my decision. And I ultimately chose OCI, and I was instantly very happy that I went with this decision. Having previous experience in the industry, like 7 years or so, I was very nervous that I was wasting my money, but I decided to stick with it, and after a couple months, I was really happy that I stayed, and now I'm thrilled, and it's mind-blowing how much I have learned. I don't even have a concept for it yet. Like, I'm looking forward to in a couple months looking back and really thinking about how much I've learned, because it is so much information in 6 months. I really enjoyed working in the restaurant. Chef Blythe is pretty amazing. He's one of my favorite chefs I've ever worked under, for sure. He's really easygoing, but strict where you need it. He's really good at controlling the kitchen and teaching you the specific things you really need to learn to be in the business, to stay in the business. I was kind of dreading pro skills, the end of it, the manager side of it, the math, the homework, and all that. And Chef Max has been incredible. She's awesome. She makes it really fun. She doesn't make it like work. I highly recommend OCI. Everyone's like family, and they're just so. It's not like school. They're much more involved in your personal life, and they want to help you any way they can, whether it's finding you a place to live, or finding a bed, or helping you move. Or I really recommend OCI.